We're gonna be reacting to.
You need to speak up though.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
Dang. What's going on, guys? Welcome to our channel. I'm Chi.
I'm Sarah.
And today we're going to be reacting to a video called Sincere Apology by Chantal Marie, better known as Foodie Beauty. I've personally been a fan of Foodie Beauty for 6 months now. I'm a big mukbang fan and I'm a big mukbang fan in general, and so I happened upon her. Well, actually, no.
No, I showed you her.
Yeah, no. So actually, Sarah showed me her, and you know the weight loss community in total, and I didn't know that there was so much drama, and so since then I've been really involved in this community.
Yeah, I have known about Foodie Beauty I think for a year. I first started out with Amberlyn Reed. I think a lot of us start out with Amberlyn, and then I started watching more reaction channels and I saw Foodie Beauty pop up a lot. I honestly was more of a fan of the reactions to her videos, but since she started watching, I've started watching her videos just by themselves without any reactions, especially recently since a lot of reaction channels have stopped reacting as much, kind of prompting why we wanted to start our own channel. We kind of saw a void that we feel most qualified to fill for some reason.
Yeah, and you know, disclaimer, I was a really big fan of Foodie Beauty.
Yeah, like I would literally walk into his room at any hour of the day and he was watching like an old Foodie Beauty video and like literally just sitting there watching her eat.
Okay, yes, I'm a little obsessed.
Yeah, I mean like when he says he's a big fan of mukbangs, he definitely is. Me personally, the reason why I'm a bigger fan of reactions than of like Foodie Beauty herself is because to me it honestly annoys me watching her eat and speak and trying to do it at the same time, and then a lot of the times I find her kind of boring. Like it's weird to me that I like watching her live streams more than her actual videos because her actual videos are honestly kind of dull.
Yeah, I watch her videos more for just like the food aspect. Like she really gets into her food. Yeah. So
she's a professional, definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
her conversation isn't the best, but that's not really why I tune in. And you know, recently this drama's been going on, and we've been watching Charlie Gold's, you know, reactions
videos
to her stuff, and we've also been watching Foodie Beauty's responses, which haven't been the greatest. And so we decided that we should, you know, react to her sincere apology with Pete's, my guy, you know, Pete's.
Yeah. And not only a reaction, but also almost like a recreation.
Oh yeah, let's not forget, we're doing, you know...
We got the exact same meal that they did because, and I'll get into this more, honestly, it's just like impossible for me to think about making a sincere apology or even just like a statement in general while eating this much food.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like if you're going to make a video like this, you should probably, you know, jump out of character and, you know, be yourself so you can properly, you know, explain to your fans, not as Foodie Beauty, but as Chantal, why you feel like you may have overstepped or, you know, said something that could have offended anyone.
And initially we were going to react to her addressing the accusations video because honestly I think that, like most people, that video just did not cut it. It was really addressing his accusations and not apologizing for anything, and if anything she was like in that video more defending herself.
Yeah, definitely.
Which we both found really inexcusable and inappropriate. But then she uploaded this video and I mean you have to take this video into account. Like this, she says that this is the last time that she'll address this. I'm pretty sure there'll be like a community post or two about this, but yeah, this is definitely something that I think deserves a lot of attention because, you know, and this is what like her and Amberlynn try to say, which is that people only react to them because they're obese and they eat. Well, that's not really why we wanted to start this channel. It's not, we hate fat people, let's make fun of them. It's, this is a person who does not seem to understand consequences for her actions at all and doesn't want to really accept them. So, I mean, it's just the same with like drama and tea channels reacting to Tana Mojo or Jeffree Star, both people who aren't fat or like eat on camera usually. And I mean, there are a ton of like overweight and obese YouTubers that don't get this level of hate, and it's not because, you know, these are fat women especially. It's because they regularly lie to their audience and refuse to take accountability for their own actions.
And with that being said, let's get into the video and let's get into the food.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? Welcome back to another video. Today we are having Popeyes for dinner with each other. This is a lot of food, I know. We are not going to eat this all in.
I'm gonna pause it already. I think that if this was like a real sincere apology, why does she have peds? And why is she advertising the coldest water bottle? She even does it more in the video by directly addressing it. Like, it's not even so much that she's eating during an apology, which is already like, how many times have you apologized for something you've done wrong while you're literally eating? It's that she's not by herself. This video is like almost 20 minutes long, and it's just, it doesn't scream sincere.
One sitting, but just trying to display the food nicely for you guys. And
She said she's not gonna eat all this food in one sitting.
We'll see.
Maybe that's the least sincere part of this.
so we have here, I'll just describe what we have. Then we'll get into a topic we wanted to talk to you guys about today. So we have an 8-piece meal, mixed dark white meat. We have some Cajun fries. We have some mac and cheese. We have some blackened ranch.
What is her obsession with mac and cheese? I mean, I get it, but also like every single restaurant, and then even that one mac and cheese mukbang. There's so much mac and cheese on this channel.
Yeah. I like mac and cheese, but she like loves mac and cheese.
Like, we didn't get mac and cheese for this because no one loves
Butterfly
mac
shrimp?
and cheese as much as her.
Is it shrimps or shrimp?
Shrimp.
Shrimp. So, all right, let's,
We've got Coldy.
we've got Coldy. If you want a coldest water bottle, please check the description.
Why is she trying to do a sincere apology while doing advertisements? Like, that's just so wildly inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to make a sale based off of a video that is
Yeah,
addressing all the
you're trying to-
wrongs that you made.
You're trying to make money off of an apology video for racism.
And how you could be entered to win your own. So let's start eating and talking about this topic.
These fries are so
As you can
good.
probably tell by the title of my video. Beauty bite. Beauty bite. Beauty bite.
Like, that's also it. It's like, this isn't
I've been
a
involved in some
mukbang
drama
topic.
Shit.
recently, as a lot of you know, and I have said
She keeps referencing this situation as drama. There's a difference between drama and being accused of racism because you made racist remarks and committed multiple microaggressions against a single person. drama is like whenever she was mad at Charlie Gold for saying that she had like tent-sized underwear or something. Like, that's drama. Drama is not calling a black person Cole. That's not drama. That's not like trivial matters that you would consider drama. This is like real serious stuff that she needs to address and apologize for. This isn't like tea.
Yeah, I think the use of words like drama and things like that try to downplay the situation to like just another spat between her and another YouTuber, but it's definitely more than that, and that's why she's had to take the time to make not one but two videos, because even her first video, she didn't understand that it was more serious than what she was making it out to be. So
and I also wonder if that's why she has Pete's in this video, because as you'll see in the video, Pete's really pretty intelligently discusses like racism and microaggressions. So I feel like Chantal genuinely still does not understand the severity of what she did. So I think that she needs Pete's to like keep her in check while she's eating all this stuff and make sure that she's saying the right things.
Some things that, as every day goes by, I'm less and less proud of. And
She says less and less proud of, like she was ever proud of it. I find that kind of weird.
it brought up a discussion. I think it's an important discussion that I've seen some comments on the video I posted, my last video, defending myself against some racial accusations, and a lot of people some people said some comments that made sense, and I talked to Pete about it, and he said some things that made sense. I wanted him to explain what he said to me, because he can explain it better, and it just made me realize some things. And
I think if you are having another person explain how you are supposed to feel, you don't really feel that way and you don't understand it. And honestly, the difference in the amount of time between her addressing accusations video and her sincere apology video, I don't think that's enough time to digest the like actual severity of what she did.
It's almost like she can't bring herself to say, like, she had to bring Pete in to talk about it, rather than, you know, maybe if you have this discussion off camera with Pete, you can use some of the points that he talked to you about and address them by yourself, rather than dragging him into it because you aren't articulate enough to explain it in a way that people would understand and maybe agree with.
Like, all Chantal does is eat and talk on camera. She should not have a problem articulating how she really thinks and feels, considering that this is her job.
overall, it made me realize that the things I did say to Charlie were very wrong. No matter how much she harasses, whatever she says about me, whatever.
Instead of taking full blame, whether or not Charlie said anything, she has to bring in, the fact that she has to bring in Charlie like, oh well, even though she was attacking me and being a bully and all of these things, to try and bring Charlie's name down while she's trying to apologize, when that's not, we're not talking about the drama, which is what that was. That's the drama aspect. We're talking about you and your racist response to what should have just been drama.
Yeah, and I mean, she's saying, like, you know, regardless of all this, if that's really not part of it, then don't bring it up, because what you're essentially doing is bringing it up so that it's on other people's minds. Like,
Yeah,
just
she's
because you
trying to-
say besides something doesn't mean, like, you introducing it at all means that you're thinking about it, but you just know that you can't actually use it as an argument. You're just using it kind of more implicitly.
Basically, the comments were saying, like, as a white person, I don't have a right to decide what is racially offensive to somebody of color. So,
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, Pete's hit the nail on the head there. It's just, yeah, pretty much. That's it. Like, that should have been the end of it. You should have read that comment and understood that it doesn't matter what you think about how you think somebody should take your comment. It's how they take the comment, period.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not about your interpretation of your own comment.
intent versus impact.
Yeah.
You can, state that it wasn't your intention, but you do really need to sincerely apologize for the impact, because that's what ultimately matters.
Yeah, what I pointed out is that we're all racist to some degree or another, and it's important to examine those attitudes and those biases, and to listen to people of color. In this case, to listen to black people when they say that something is offensive.
by saying we all have racist, you mean we all have racist biased thoughts sometimes, or something in us that we do it maybe without even realizing that we're doing it?
Yeah.
And that's what
The term is implicit racism or implicit bias, and I just wish they'd actually use the real term. That's kind of like a more minor thing for me, but if you're talking about it, use the right definition.
the whole microaggression thing is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to explain my behavior or excuse it, so I just wanted to give a sincere apology to Charlie for saying those things. And
You can explain your behavior. You can definitely give explanations and reasons for your thought process. There's a difference between explanation and reason and excuses. Inviting people into your thought process is, it doesn't excuse your behavior, but I do think it's still important to say, I was ignorant, and this is my thought process, so that people recognize where you're coming from, because there's definitely a difference between purposefully doing something and accidentally doing it. Even though the impact is the same, you want to be sure that people realize that this is something that you're learning from and that you recognize, because that makes your apology stronger. It doesn't give you an excuse, but it allows people to see where you're starting from.
to anybody whom I may have offended, anybody of color, it wasn't my intention.
Particularly any black people.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention, but that doesn't matter in this case, because
Pizza's literally giving Chantal a
I
script right
offended
here.
people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to own my actions and learn from them. Make it a learning experience. And yeah, and I also have a root beer with my water.
And in the future, if she needs to insult Charlie
yeah, I
Gold,
want this to be a
I
learning
suggest that
experience.
she use the nickname
I also have
Charlie
the
I
review.
think so.
So you're apologizing to someone for giving them a nickname that has really deep racist roots, whether or not you were aware of it. And then in the next breath, you give them a new name, a new, insulting nickname. How is that sincere?
Yeah, but at the same time, she brought Pete into a situation that he's not involved in at all, and he was just giving suggestions as to what name she could have used that had the same meaning that she was going for, but didn't, refer to Cole because obviously if you're doing that, some people can take it the wrong way.
Won't be insulting anybody in the future. I don't.
You're giving someone a new insulting nickname, but you won't be insulting them in the future.
want to do that.
Could also use Charlie, not all that glitters is gold.
Pizza's funny, but he's not that funny.
You better watch out.
I was gonna go with because Chantel's intention was like, coal is a useless, not useless, but is a less valuable mineral than gold. So I was gonna look up what came right before gold on the periodic table of elements.
But that's the thing, like
But I'm lazy.
coal sort of rhymes with gold, you know?
Mhm.
So that was the thing. Not even thinking of the color of the gold. But I definitely see how that could be offensive. For sure.
Anyway.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
the
why did it
racist
take so
part.
long?
So, oh, yeah, a drumstick. I want a drumstick. Yeah, but is that what you meant by like?
It's like her focus is
Everybody-
still
Yes.
number one on the food, and then number two on the serious, like, I don't want to say accusations, but like the serious discussion surrounding her. Like, so you want to keep talking about a topic, but then you're just also immediately focused on like what piece of chicken you want.
Yeah, it just goes back to why is food involved in a sincere apology video? You should have said sincere apology Popeye's mukbang. Like, if you're gonna, because that's what this is, not just a sincere apology. So
Yeah, but is that what you meant by like? Everybody.
Yes.
you can tell Pete is like so fucking tired of having to explain everything to Chantal that he just knows
Yes.
to just be like, yeah, shut up.
Yes.
What are cheap bracelets made out of?
This is not the
I
main
don't
topic. Why is this 20 minutes? This should not be a mukbang. This should be Chantal sitting down by herself, not in front of a green screen with her coldest water bottle and her ex-fiance new roommate talking about whatever comes to mind. This should be a focused apology.
Yeah, this video quickly devolves into just her regular mukbangs.
Accompanied by another lecture by Pete's about
Yeah.
social justice issues.
Have a napkin, please. But
Aren't you glad I brought them over?
yep. But like, because there will be some people who say I don't have a racist bone in my body.
Usually the most racist
Those
people.
people
Yeah.
that usually say
Black,
something
white,
racist.
purple, green, alien, always the most racist. This is what I'm talking about. It's so annoying to watch her start a sentence.
I hate, like, as a fan of Foodie Beauty, if you see this, eat and then talk, or talk and then eat, but saying the first two words of a sentence and then taking a bite and chewing for 15 seconds, it makes me forget.
My God,
It makes me
yeah.
forget what the first part of the sentence was. So just
It's so, and this is why I like the reactions more than her videos, is because they're sped up, and then it's just so infuriating to just have that empty space.
yeah. At least cut it,
Yeah,
right? Like,
speed it up.
The butterfly shrimp are pretty good.
I'm not gonna say I don't have a racist bone in my body. My tibia is super racist. It's weird.
Oh God.
Ha ha, Pete, ha ha.
Goes on these weird anti-Semitic
What are
rants.
you
I don't
gonna
get it.
say about that?
It's funny.
She doesn't even know what.
That's funny.
Ruin Thanksgiving every year.
Okay, the joke's over.
Yeah.
Who was laughing? Okay, this is besides the point, obviously, but Pete's wearing a women's watch
Why does he do that?
because he likes the style more. You know what? Okay.
Hey,
You do you.
shout out to Pete for
Yeah,
breaking
no.
those social structures, dude.
If anything,
Flex
Pete's,
your shit.
Exactly. No, Pete's like, he knows who he is, and I respect that. But it's also just, it is the tiniest women's watch on this grown man's wrist. Like, it's just, the juxtaposition is so funny. I can't get over it. Okay. She said that, like, oh, these reaction channels always make fun of, like, the stupidest things, like how much ketchup I use. This girl uses so many fucking condiments. Like, the amount of sauce that she puts on stuff is ridiculous. And the thing that is kind of most funny about it is she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand why people point it out. That is so much sauce. Like, we don't even have sauce here. Like, we could eat sauce with this stuff. It's not like we have anything against sauce. Well, she does, but...
I don't like sauce at all, actually, so...
But she uses so much. Like, it's like sauce with a side of food.
So, that's what I wanted to say.
Then end the video.
Honestly, hold on.
I guess
We're gonna start speeding
It's
it up
important to
because at this
recognize-
point,
Yeah,
it just it's Pete
That-
talking about stuff and then
Racism isn't just only saying the N-word or doing whatever.
Chantal.
It's like actually, it presents itself in many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
she's looking at Pete's for like affirmation, which tells me that she
So
doesn't
She's-
really fully stand on her own 2 feet with this.
Yeah, she's just saying the right things, the right hot phrases.
I'm surprised she didn't actually just say the full.
he has fries
N-word.
over there in his corner.
Yeah. I probably won't eat too many of them.
You don't like them?
Nah, I don't think I like, I'll be honest. I don't really like Popeyes that much.
Listen, Pete's. Popeyes is the backbone of this country. You need to do some self-reflection, and I expect another sincere apology video from you alone. And you need to have Chantal accompany you to explain why Popeyes is so good, because clearly she loves it.
To be fair, it's the backbone of our country. Maybe Canada. It's a little bit more of the tibia.
It doesn't help that, twice I went to Popeyes and got Sprite. Both times, it was undrinkable. It was watered down to the point where it was undrinkable.
But you don't like the chicken?
Nah,
I don't see it.
it's not great.
Yeah.
I don't see it. You're
Yeah,
eating
it's-
it like it's
It's
great.
okay, but
What other YouTuber does a mukbang apology?
I've never seen this.
I love it. That's good. I think
We
you're just
gotta
mad because
skip
they
until
watered
the
down
next
your
time that they say something interesting.
Not
Jeez,
bad.
I don't even know when that is. Okay.
She said, so that's it. She never knows how to end a video.
Yeah.
It's like an SNL sketch. It goes on just a little bit too long.
So, That's what I mostly wanted to say.
On the topic of black women, though, recently a runner, the name's escaping me, Caster Semenya or something like that. People in the comments will correct me.
This isn't even an apology anymore. It's just
He was
Pete
recently forbidden from
doing his own little
from
thing.
This is
competing in running
Pete's
competitions
showing that
because
he
her body produces
is
too much
woke,
testosterone.
Yeah.
while Chantal
It was
eats
deemed
the rest of her
unfair.
food.
While Chantal like tries to vicariously be woke through
Yeah.
him.
So this black woman
Yeah.
needs to
Yep.
Yep.
Totally agree. See, I know the struggles.
needs to take medication
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
reduce her testosterone because a whole bunch of white people were threatened by black superiority.
I don't even
Is
like want to
basically what
discuss
that comes
this
down
because
to.
that's not what this
What
video
also
is about.
comes down to is it's also kind of
Yeah,
related
I
to
mean,
transphobia.
this has just turned into
Yeah.
look at all of
Because,
these issues that Pete
yeah,
is aware of,
Yeah.
Policing what a
Chantal,
woman
like-
should be.
and that Chantal happens to agree
Right down
with.
to the hormonal level.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah,
Pete's
basically saying, well, this woman
apologizing
isn't
for
really a
Chantal
woman.
and trying to cement himself as a voice of woke reasoning.
Which he already has,
Yeah.
and I think that's why she
Yeah, I saw the
brought him in.
I stand with JK Rowling hashtag was going around again. And, yeah, it basically
I
comes
mean-
down to. Really, it comes down to wanting trans people
You
and
go ahead and
like,
pause this. Just to make our thoughts known, because I don't want to react to every single part of this, because my issue with this video is not Pete's lecture, but just so we're clear, like, trans rights, you know? Like, I mean, trans men are men, trans women are women, women are women, men are men. It's not up to anyone else besides the individual to, you know, designate their own identity that they feel comfortable in, and it's not up to anyone else to decide what identity they should have.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you could do whatever you want in this life as long as you're not hurting anyone, and that's how I feel. So this, this epilogue by Pete's is not the issue. It's the fact that this is what Chantal brought him in the video for, to piggyback off of his, thoughts that he's developed on his own to make her seem like a more relatable person and a likable person.
And the thing that upsets me a little bit is that this is about her making racist remarks. And this video, if it's not only focused on her apology, it should be focused on, like, the Black Lives Matter movement specifically. And although, Black trans lives also matter as well, that's a little bit like tangential.
Tangential?
To the actual topic. And Pete says, on the topic of Black women, and I mean, it was like a fair enough thing whenever he brought up the athlete, but now they're just talking about trans issues when that's not what, I mean, the main focus of this video should be an apology, and then anything secondary to that should be about the Black community specifically, not necessarily the trans community. And if they're going to focus on the Black trans community, they need to do that more explicitly. But it's just, if this isn't the topic of the video, it's like, again, Peace is just trying to shoehorn in himself being a voice of reason.
Yeah, I mean, she could have done this video so much better. Even in the description, you know, she could have put links to things you can
like
donate to, petitions to
petitions.
sign. Instead, she has her coldest water bottle, you know, her 10% off promo code and things like that. So again, I think a better title for this video is just Popeye's Mukbang, Sincere Apology,
Or-
Trans Rights.
Yeah.
You know, there's just so many.
Popeye's Mukbang discussing Charlie Gold and like the athletic community.
Yeah,
like,
there's just so many
this-
different things that are not aligned with the title of her video. It's almost clickbait.
Because is there any real apology in here? Like, did she even say the word sorry?
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the video she said that she understands and that she is sorry and this is her apology. But you
The
know,
fact that the ratio of like the apology
the
to the
fact
rest
that
of the video.
we're having to think back to when she said it, and even in the video before this, she never fully committed to being wrong. It was, well, I guess somebody could see it this way, or
Yeah, sorry if that's how it made you feel.
yeah, sorry if you feel that way about it, but I feel that some people would take it this way.
Some people took it this way, but some people also didn't, and so it's like that's not.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways, well, guys, thank you for tuning in to.
We're done here now too.
Thank you for tuning in to our very first video. We'd like to make more of these, obviously. If you see this video and you have any feedback, you know, let us know. Leave a like, subscribe if you like the content, and we should definitely be back with more. We're not just gonna limit our channel to, you know, reacting to just Chantal. We may throw in Amberlyn there. We may do vlogs.
We're definitely gonna leech off some people, but it's not gonna be this one
no.
person.
We have to, you know, we have to leech to
Yeah.
get where we want to go. So for now, that's what we'll be doing, but definitely we will evolve and do more things as we get more comfortable in front of the camera.
Sick.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.